Nice. See how it's kind of
All right. I mean, it looks
sticky, not wet.
It looks kind of rotten now.
Beautiful.
But
well, there's your patty right there. No, just kidding. All right, let's make some patties right now. Now remember, these patties cannot be. They can't be well done. Okay, not with bison.
Why? What? I know bison might cook different than beef, but you still gotta cook it. Like, you still gotta cook it. It's ground meat.
It's gotta be medium rare or rare. So if you don't like medium rare,
I would do that with like a fucking bison steak.
Burgers.
Not a burger. Like, if I'm eating a steak, I'm getting that bitch medium rare. But if I'm eating a burger, I'm probably making that well done, if not medium well. It's just it's unsafe, and it's kind of gross eating like a too juicy of a burger.
Beautiful.
Where it's like just fucking red or pink on the inside. It's scary.
There's one. You know they're perfect consistency when they try to almost stick to your hand, but they don't. There's two.
I mean, they don't look bad.
Smell great. They're almost done. Still a little pink on the.
Almost done. That is raw. That is raw.
Oh, they smell great. They're almost done. Still a little pink on the sides here. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. Never.
Yeah.
By the way, never. Write this down. Never press down your patty.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I hate when people say that. Get the hell out of here. Never press down your patty. Never. When I was a kid and I grilled for the first time, everybody was, never press down your patty, bitch. Flatten that shit. You know the best goddamn burger you're ever going to fucking eat in your entire life? A fucking smash burger. And they mallet that shit into the fucking ground, bro. A smash burger is the best burger you will ever eat in your life. And it's just, it's a patty that they mallet onions into. They get all the juices out of it. It's still juicy because it's not getting rid of all of it. But it's the best fucking burger you will ever eat. So get the fuck out of here. Oh, if you press down on your patties, it makes it gross. I don't want a fat-ass burger like that. Every time you know where places serve this shit? Bars. Bars be serving the worst burgers in the fucking world. Like, you go to a bar and you get, like, and they're like, oh, we have a half-pound ground beef patty. And you get it, and it comes out looking like that. Some shit that's 2 inches thick. And the bun on the bottom is sopping wet. Sopping wet. You pick it up and it's falling apart. That shit is disgusting. It's because they didn't mush the patty down. They didn't press it to make it flatter. It's too much meat. And they didn't fucking cook it long enough.
It's such a bad thing to do. It squeezes all the juice out.
They don't toast the buns? Bro, it's not that they don't toast the buns. It's if you need to toast your burger bun, so when you pick that bitch up, it's not a goddamn swamp covering that bottom patty, you're cooking your burgers wrong, okay? I'm telling you that right now. I don't care how good you think you are of a cook. If you're picking up your burger that's untoasted on the bottom, right, or your patty, your bun that's untoasted on the bottom, and you pick up your burger, and it's just like, and you could go, and you just see liquid just pool, that's disgusting.
I'm going to show you how to build a hamburger. That's right. Normally I don't... I'll just show you the end product, but let's show you how I put it together.
Right, here comes the bottom bun, then you put the patty and the toppings in the top bun.
Grab yourself a bun. These are the King's Hawaiian buns. They're so sweet. They're delicious. Then we'll drop teriyaki because it is a teriyaki bison burger. Gonna slide that right on the bun. Beautiful. Look at that.
Chat, that's raw. That is... I'm telling you, when he midsection cuts that, like that is like raw meat right there. That's not even medium. Like, I can see the inside of the patty just being raw.
Now, before it cools down, grab yourself a piece of cheese so the heat starts melting it.
Yeah, I mean, I do that when it's still on the grill.
Slice of tomato right on top. Now, I don't know if you have these. They always have them at Subway. They're called pepper rings or banana peppers or pepperoncinis or whatever you want to call it. I like this. Gives it a little extra kick. Put that right on there. Beautiful.
I'll agree with that.
And top it off once again. Little drop of teriyaki there.
Well, too much teriyaki, some may say.
That's my teriyaki. Okay.
Burger's looking a little sad.
We're going to put this right on top. Look how beautiful that is. Uh-oh.
No, see, I don't like that. I don't like that. If you give me a burger and I have to go to make it flat enough to fit in my mouth, it's a bad burger. It's a bad. If I gotta go and mush it, no. That's why I like smash burgers. Mallet that bitch in. You could do 2-3 patties. It's still thin enough. Way too thick of a burger,
Awfully
dude.
big, isn't it? Wow. And center it on the plate. There you go.
That's like a pound
here we
patty.
go. Now, I have to warn you, once again, this is going to be rare, so...
I'm getting ready for a jump scare here.
You don't like rare, you might want to leave the room now.
Dude, rare? I've never heard of somebody eat a rare burger.
Here we go. Oh, yeah.
I've heard of people eating rare, blue rare steak. That's just raw meat. I've heard of people eating rare, blue rare steak, but not a fucking burger.
Gorgeous. I know it's going to be beautiful. I just know it.
Oh my god, that's so much worse than I thought it would be. Holy shit, dude, that is just raw meat. Bro, that's not rare, that's raw. That's not rare. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro, that looks like what it looked like when he took it out of the package.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. He's mentally hunkering down to fucking take a bite out of this shit.
Pink, the way I like it.
Pink the way I like it. Yo, that shit's still mooing.
I can hear the emails coming. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Just take the bell off and put it on a bun. But anyway, there it is, right there. Let's give it a try. Well, there it is. It's gorgeous. Okay.
Bro, I feel like it'd be cold on the inside. If it's that raw, like, it's gotta be cold. And the reason that burger sucks, look how fucking thick that patty is. Like, if you had like a smash burger or a thin burger, that would be like 4 patties worth.
Before I try it, I just want
That's
to say,
why it's not cooking.
thanks to Crown Blue Bison, don't forget, when you cook bison, it's either rare or medium rare. You go to well done and forget it. It's going to toughen up. All right? So let's give this baby a try.
Yo, see, that's how you know you have it too thick of a fucking burger. He just ate that bitch sideways. He just ate that bitch sideways.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like more. You could just see that he's like, there's vomit just building up in his cheeks. No way he doesn't swallow it. No way he doesn't swallow it on camera. Oh my god, and the video just ended. That bison is so raw. It's still roaming the plains, and the natives haven't received their blankets yet. If you don't like rare, you might as well leave the room. Dude, I know what rare looks like. That's raw. Can you imagine the horror of the folks at Crown Blue Bison when this video came out? You give this guy a bunch of beef for free to promote it, and he just doesn't even cook it and just eats it raw. Oh my god, chat, if you have any other videos of his that are funny, please send them in the video suggestion tab. I would love to watch his videos, bro. That was so fucking funny.
Okay,
the tacos weren't that bad in comparison. Do Cooking with Joe or Cooking with Joe and Brooke? I would love to do a cooking competition with Brooke. I think I'm a better cook. I think I'm a good cook, if I'm being honest. I don't think I could cook anything. But I think if you gave me like five things and you're like, cook them, I think I could cook them perfectly fine. In what way? I'm like, I can do more than grill. Like, I can make pretty good sauteed vegetables. I could obviously make like any basic shit, like rice, beef, chicken, steak. I make a mean-ass chicken and rice. Like chicken and fried rice. Ooh, with a little bit of egg, you know. I can make that pretty well. All right, next. Waffle House's disturbing training videos.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because we're talking about dangerous jobs. The dangerous job we're talking about today, ladies and gentlemen, is being an employee at Waffle House. For those of you who don't know Waffle House, let me give you an idea. Let me paint you a picture. Maybe it's 9 p.m. Everywhere else is
Not 9 p.m. It'll be like 3 a.m. 3 a.m., you're either high, drunk, or you're just, you know, really f***ing hungry. And you're like, hey, where could I go get a bite to eat? Breakfast sounds really good right now. And then you see a glowing business, and it says Waffle House, and you see 2 workers inside. There's 2 people fighting in the corner. Somebody's getting a maple syrup foot job in the other corner. You wedge yourself right at the bar, right at the front seat. The worker, who looks like they haven't slept in 6 weeks, walks up to you and says, what do you want? And you get a waffle. And as they're making your waffle, right, you look over and the kitchen is covered in grease and it is disgusting. The kitchen is horrifyingly gross. But then you get your waffle, and it's the best waffle you've ever had. And then you leave that joint going, maybe Waffle House isn't that bad. And then you go back again another day.
closed. You're like, we can't go to Chili's, right? We have to go to some place where we can grab a quick bite. You go to Waffle House. It's a southern Midwest restaurant chain that is open 24 hours.
Love Waffle House. Love Waffle House.
That primarily sells breakfast items. It doesn't seem all that dangerous, but for some reason, America has cultivated it as the official stomping ground of the states. I don't know why it's been dedicated as the primal pit, but it has. It didn't always start that way. In fact, actually, it was founded in 1955 by Joe Rogers Sr. and Tom Faulkner in Georgia with the vision of creating a fast food restaurant with table service and a friendly atmosphere. Boy, oh boy, did they missed the mark on that one, okay? Ironically enough, they ended up making, dare I say, the most dangerous restaurant in America. Sure, there's brawls in like McDonald's and stuff and fast food chains because there's a billion of them out
there. Dude, but whenever you watch a Waffle House brawl, it's always some drunk motherfucker at 4 a.m.
there. While Waffle House only has 2,000 locations, it is small enough to feel claustrophobic, but it's big enough to really rustle and tussle. It's the perfect arena size. You go to McDonald's to film prank videos. You go to Waffle House to draw blood. That's the delineation. Fuck around and find out at a Waffle House is what they say. And luckily, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little tip from the inside. We've been leaked videos of how they indoctrinate these gladiators, these warriors, to be able to withstand the onslaught that waits them.
I never thought there would be a training video for Waffle House employees. I just assumed that the other employees that worked there would train you, and then you would just work there.
Waffle House training, the pull, drop, mark, order, calling method. My objective here is to get you guys feeling like you could do this job. So let's see what we can do here.
Hi, my name's Kevin, and welcome to Waffle House. Just as a little tip, if you ever see the man, don't approach him, but make sure he gets the food that he wants.
I want to say the music.
If Bob ever comes in and asks for a sirloin medium well, give it to him on the house. Or he'll actually eat your soul. He'll kill you. He will kill you and your whole family.
Music is extremely deceptive to how the actual experience is going to go working in a Waffle House. I've never been in a Waffle House, no matter what time of day, where it has ever felt this calm and peaceful before. Never, not once. Even when I was a child and I'd go there with my grandparents, the aura that Waffle House has cannot be matched by any other restaurant.
Yeah, it is a little stressful in there at any time of the day.
I don't know why that is. It just is. Wait, today's video is sponsored by...
Hello, my name is Greg Hall. Today we're going to discuss the pull drop mark call-in system.
Greg Hall's been through the ringer. I would have said Greg Hall maybe had a couple drinks before this, and they're like, God damn it, Greg, and they had to comb his hair. Come on, Greg. And he's like, what? It's what? I'm the area vice president. What does that mean? Area vice president?
The pull, the drop, and the mark.
Look at Greg's smile at the end of this. By the end, he says, pull, drop, mark. Come look at this real quick. You pull the pussy, you drop the pussy, then you mark the pussy. They're like, Greg, cut it, cut!
Pull 1/4.
The pull refers to the number.
Yay. Okay, hold on a second.
Pull
Pull 1/4. Pull 1/4.
1/4.
pull 1/4. That's deceptive too. It's never that. It's always just like, pull 1/4. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it's angry. You could literally meet the woman and she'll go, hey, how are you? Welcome to Waffle House. What do you want? And they'll have a nice conversation the second she turns around. All right, I need a sirloin on 3.
Be 2 people in the restaurant. Yeah, pull 1/4. What? That's the vibe that you get in a fucking Waffle House, not pull 1/4.
Pull 1/4.
The pull refers to the number and type of meats to be cooked. Pull 1 bacon, for example, would instruct the grill operator to pull 3 strips of bacon from the refrigerator and place it on the grill.
Pull 1 bacon equals pull 3 strips of bacon. So now
Yeah, why don't they just say 3?
they're getting into their own math. You're gonna really see how archaic and weird whatever these things actually mean.
These numbers refer to the number of orders to be cooked and not necessarily the number of pieces.
Not necessarily, so there's other orders where it does refer to the number of meat being cooked. Holy shit. 1 portion? Bro, I feel like at that point just say 6. I need 12 bacon.
Of meat. While you pull 1 T-bone when pull 1 T-bone is called, you would pull 2 pieces of pork chop when pull 1 pork chop is called.
I feel like that's complicating things for the people that are doing the cooking.
Order of pork chops is actually 2 chops.
1 equals 3, 2.
What? Yeah, one is what's confusing about
1 is 1, 2, and 3 at the same time.
2 is 1 doesn't just mean 3 across the board. 1 represents different numerical values given the pieces of meat. Like, there's no way that can actually like help you save time. All right, he said pull 2, so was pork chops and deviations of 2 or 3. I think it was 2. Okay.
How well a steak is prepared does not need to be called in at this time, unless that steak is rare or medium rare.
If you go to a Waffle House and you order a medium rare steak, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why? Can you make that medium rare for me, sweetheart? That Wagyu you got on the grill there. Definitely not the frozen commercial grade.
The frozen Walmart sirloin that they just got that's been sitting there just out in the open, not in the refrigerator. Yeah, can I get that medium rare? I see there's a few flies on it. Would you mind seasoning those with that?
Steak that you can probably have had in the bottom of the freezer for however long. Can you make sure that thing is just barely pink for me, sweetheart? Thank you.
This is where the magic marker system begins.
This is really why I wanted to get on this video, was the magic marker system. I cannot stress enough how archaic this system is. Greg, take it away.
As the salesperson calls in the order, it is your job to begin placing markers on the plates using the special code that Waffle House has designed to help you remember exactly how everything is to be prepared.
Greg even looks disgusted by this process too. Greg does not
What, she just pulled a slice of cheese and put it on top of the Jell-O?
look happy that he has to be talking about this. The magic marker system is they use Waffle House.
Oh my god. So they know where it needs to go. Plain ham, sausage, bacon, medium rare, and rare. Bro, but like, how do I know? What if it's like, what if I put the ketchup packet right here? Then how the fuck do I know where it needs to be?
Plates, various condiments and toppings to show what the order is. The person will tell you the order and the person will dress their plate for the order. Not give them the ticket that you write on. You
Dude, being a chef at Waffle House probably sucks. Oh my god, you can't just get a ticket that says 2 bacon. They say 2 bacon and then put a ketchup packet and a fork just stabbed in the middle of the ketchup packet. What does that mean? What is that, your new cook? Oh, that means a sirloin medium rare with 2 slices of bacon on top, an over medium egg on the side, and then 2 slices of wheat toast buttered. That's what it means? Yeah, okay.
You dress the plate in sign language to understand how you're supposed to prepare this order. If a toast is plain, they have little signatures of how you're supposed to orient stuff on the plate to remind yourself, oh, there's no butter on this. Not read a ticket, because I guess are they?
So then they put a piece of onion on the side of the plate. Oh, that means no ketchup. That means they don't want their bacon salted. Oh, okay.
Under the impression that the people that are working here cannot read.
That's what it's for, yeah. It's for people who can't read or write.
So can this not be a subsection for that probably small amount of people? I mean, to insinuate that they're like, we should just make this whole system because there's no way anybody can read or write that is working here. That feels insulting. I mean, imagine walking into a Waffle House and you're like,
if you can't read or write, That might be kind of a problem in the job market in general. I think that's a very common requirement for anyone working is that you are literate and able to read. Just read.
Like, you're in the back. All right, so what am I looking at here? He's like, this is a turkey club. Are you sure you are supposed to work here?
We call the system magic because our customers often do not notice the markers on the plates and think you have memorized all of the orders that were being called in.
I like how it's like it's supposed to be like you flexing on the people. Now the people are going to be very impressed that you were able to remember scrambled eggs, hash browns, and bacon. But in fact, you've duped them. You've addressed a plate. You have it marked down so you can remember because your brain does not work that well.
Let's start off by...
You can't read, and you're 35 years old. You don't have any disability whatsoever. You just never learned how to read. So now you place markers at Waffle House.
Marking an order scramble. Simply place a right side up jelly pack vertically in the bottom position of the plate.
Wait, what is that for?
Order scramble. Simply place a right side
Scrambled eggs gets a grape Jello packet.
up jelly pack vertically in the bottom position of the plate. The jelly pack represents 2 eggs, which we call an order, and the location of the plate tells us that they are scrambled. With the plate marked like this, the customer is getting an order of scrambled eggs with white toast and grits.
This is going to get chaotic very fast. 1 Welch's packet of grape jelly vertically at the bottom of the plate means 2 scrambled eggs. That's how we know that with white
Yo, being a cook at Waffle House would fucking suck.
toast is what he said.
If the customer would rather have hash browns, you simply add a few shreds of hash browns to the plate.
You're going to take some cold hash browns off the work tray there, and you're going to dribble them on the top of the plate there to remind yourself that there's hash browns there. And once again, you might hear people clapping in the back by how the hell did they memorize? How do they keep memorizing these orders? But don't forget, you're duping them. These are codes that you're learning.
If the customer wants wheat toast, we simply flip the jelly pack over to indicate wheat.
Let's see if
Oh my god! Dude, I had no idea this existed. They flip the jelly packet over and say, okay, that means they want wheat toast with hash browns or home fry. No, hash browns and 2 scrambled eggs because it's on the bottom of the plate.
what happens if we throw in a butter and a mustard pack. Let's say that you find one of the customers extremely attractive. Well, you can indicate that with one of your buddies without having a sexual harassment lawsuit looming over you. We're going to take 2 strips of bacon and a pound of honey.
If the customer wants a slice of Texas toast, mark the eggs with a jelly pack and place a slice of Texas toast or a biscuit on the plate to remind you that they prefer to have Texas toast or a biscuit instead.
So couldn't you
Why not just put Texas toast for Texas toast? Why don't I just make the toast and put the Texas toast on the plate? I have to mark the plate with Texas toast to make sure that Texas toast goes where the Texas toast needs to go.
Okay, hold on. If you're already putting the bread on there, why not just put the white bread? Like, why not put the wheat or the raisin bran? Why does a Welch's grape pack have to indicate the eggs?
Some folks like to have their toast unbuttered or dry. In this case, we have a special
In this case, you're gonna cook a hamburger. You're gonna put the biscuit back on the grill, right? Or not back on the grill, back on the plate. My apologies. You're gonna put the biscuit back dead center. You're gonna slice that bitch open. You're gonna place down a hamburger patty, right? Then you're gonna dress it with tomato, onion, lettuce, and a little bit of Italian dressing, and maybe some au jus sauce if you wanted to as well. And that's gonna indicate to the chef that they want theirs buttered.
mark to remind us to hold the butter. Easily enough, it's a butter packet underneath the jelly packet like this.
So by putting a butter under the jelly means no butter.
Putting a butter under the jelly means no butter. Okay.
Oh, what? Why not just put no butter? Why not put butter if there's butter? Putting a butter means no butter? Butter should mean butter. Why does butter mean no butter?
Well, put this off to the side. This means nothing to me. I put that off to the side.
So what if a customer wants double toast? Easy. Mark the eggs and then put an additional
Easy. Okay, so you're gonna go out. You're gonna find the nearest ocean. You're gonna catch a blue. You're gonna catch a bluefish. You're gonna clean it, and then you're gonna cut its head off, and you're gonna put that on the plate, right? After you do that, you're gonna look over at the chef, and you're gonna give him a double thumbs up, right? And you're gonna ask him for a 1-2, and that means he's actually gonna give you 4 or 5 pieces of toast because that means he got a double order.
jelly pack beside the egg to indicate the extra order of toast, like this.
That was easy. You know what? Thank God the basics came easy to me, Greg. Thank you so much. Also, at any time, if you walk in a freezer and you see a containment of alcohol, don't touch it or I'll break your fingers and I'll fire you immediately.
While most customers order 2 eggs, occasionally a customer may only want a single egg. In that case, we'll mark the egg
In that case, you're going to break the plate in half. You're going to cut the jelly packet open and you're going to squirt it all over the plate. And that's going to let the chef know that you only need 1 egg.
appropriate position to show how the egg is cooked, and then place a ketchup pack below it. Here you can see that I have marked a single overnight breakfast.
So 1 egg indicates a ketchup pack under a Welch's. I would love.
This is like the dumbest thing in the world. Who the fuck? Somebody that couldn't read made this. Somebody that actually was illiterate had to fucking come up with this system.
Love to see just one of these full and a guy just being like, all right, toast with
Dude, this is fucking hilarious.
waffles. It's like a full plate of like intricate designs and shit.
In other cases, a customer may be hungry and might want 3 eggs.
Mustard packet.
Here's an example.
Because the mustard, it's a +1 metric in the, okay, makes sense.
If the jelly pack indicates 2 eggs, then
Why not just put 2 jelly packets? Oh my god, because what does 2 jelly... I already forgot. What does 2 jelly packets mean? I already don't remember. They're doing a jelly packet and mustard to indicate more, but what does 2 jelly packets mean? 2 jelly packets means extra toast and the regular bacon.
how might you mark the plate if a customer wants 4 eggs? That's right. You use 2 jelly packs stacked on top of each other like this.
Like I said, that's right. It's just someone's like, you stack the Welch's jam packs together? He's like, of course you do. So it makes sense.
You're catching on quick.
Also, you put it in the center. You need to put it at the center of the plate to make sure that they know that it's 4, because if you put it on the bottom, that means that there's an active in the Waffle House. In a small place like,
If you put a mayo packet in a mustard packet on top of it and hand it to the chef, that means that you're being held hostage and you need help ASAP. It means that the person that you're serving is actively pointing a gun at you, and there's nothing you could do, because if you say something, he said, and I quote, I'll blow your fucking brains out.
it's like Waffle House, they would be like, there's an active in here. Guy's like, like dresses it up and he's like, Karen.
One of the most popular ways to have eggs at the Waffle House is scrambled. So let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs.
Let's talk about different ways to mark scrambled eggs.
He has a Joe Biden smile.
So let's say your wife's divorcing you. You're trying to hide some of the assets so you don't have to pay as much in alimony. Well, how would you mark that down so she can't hear you while you're talking with your lawyer? Let's grab 2 packets of ketchup and a bottle of Tabasco sauce and figure it out. Let's assume your wife's been cheating on you for several months, and you want to hire a hitman to come and basically snuff her out. If you're paranoid and believe that your phones are tapped,
You're going to walk up to the Denny's worker, and you're going to let them know by doing a regular Waffle House scrambled egg sign to them, right? You're going to stack 2 grape Welch's packets on top of each other, and you're going to give them a double wink, right? Not a blank, a double wink. So, and then they're going to know, and you're going to meet that guy out in the back, and you're going to hand him a bottle of Tabasco sauce. And then he'll know that you want to kill his wife, or you want him to kill your wife.
go ahead and open up your window and put 4 cans of baked beans on the ledge. Then you're going to put a small bottle of Gorilla Glue to indicate that the time is ready to stick to the plan. The bounty hunter's outside like, okay, he put the 4th can of baked beans. Let's go.
It is important to remember that the customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg. To make this a triple scramble cheese, you add the mustard pack below the jelly pack to make it a triple, and add a 3rd slice of cheese.
Add the 3rd slice of cheese because there's 3 eggs now. Okay, it's making sense.
You also want to tear off a small corner of the cheese and place it on the top of the marker to help you remember that it comes with cheese.
Tear off a corner of the cheese. There's 3 slices of cheese on the plate. Are people just going to be like, why did I put the cheese on here? Remove a corner of the plate and put it on top. Why? What for? Greg, there's 3 slices of cheese on the plate already.
Wait, are they implying that the cheese on the plate already means there's not gonna be cheese?
No, because he said that the
This is what you do to order? No, this is what the waiter's going to do when you order from them.
cheese already the amount of cheese should correlate with how many eggs it's ordered.
The customer gets 1 slice of cheese for each egg.
So if you had 2 eggs, no matter what, you're going to get choose.
So if I order like 7 eggs, the waiter or the waitress is just going to start mounding slices of cheese onto the plate. Then what the fuck do they do after? What if I go, I don't want cheese on the eggs? Do they just throw out the cheese slices?
2 slices of cheese, whatever. You put the grape pack on top of the mustard, which indicates 3 eggs. So you have 3 slices of cheese. Why would you need to cut off the corner, Greg? I mean, how fucking dumb are the people that he thinks? It's like, you probably went outside and smoked some crack, and you're probably going to forget that these slices of cheese are even here. For muscle memory, go ahead and just tear off the corner and put it on top of the Welch's grape.
And include an upside-down mayo pack to indicate light. And remember to remove the marker before you take the plate to the customer.
We used to leave the mayo packs on it just for shits and giggles because we like to put one over on the customers, but some guy ended up getting stabbed 3 times in his face. So we'd like to make sure and remind people, take the mayo pack off or you could be deader than a doorknob. But now that you know how to read and call out orders here, we need to make sure that you
There's no way this could get worse.
understand how to safely prep food at Waffle House, which I'm very intrigued to see because I have seen some heinous shit at Waffle Houses. I've seen someone take out a hose and spray the floor and kick the food scraps on the floor underneath the ovens. I've seen that with
Bro, they are that dirty, though. They are that dirty. Like, yo, they just want to go home, man.
the 4 cornerstones of food safety.
Hi, I'm Brian Literal.
And I'm Carl Smith,
Brian Literal. Brian Literal.
and we want to welcome you to the 4 cornerstones of food safety. Did you know over 9 million people a year are sickened by the foodborne illness?
That's a great way to start it there, buddy. Hi, welcome to our food safety video. Did you know 9 million people a year get sick from eating food? Probably our food, but we like to try to skirt that number. Just like a transition out.
But as many as 55,000 people every year require hospitalization because of foodborne illness.
I should have been hospitalized that one time, I think. That Chipotle, I was out for a week. I think it was probably longer. I was
Wait, undo the burrito?
shitting so much. Oh, it was the worst, man. My asshole was so chapped. Anytime I tried to sit down, it was like painful. Bloody shit. Oh, it was the worst. And I've gone Chipotle since then, too. When will I learn? When will I learn? I don't know. I don't know when I'll learn.
And over 1,000 people die each year.
Over 1,000 people a year die of foodborne illnesses. What if I would have died from Chipotle, dude?
That would be insane, and I would make a video on my channel.
My boss died from being food poisoned.
To protect the Waffle House brand, to help ensure that our customers have a great Waffle House experience, and because it's the right thing to do, we take food safety very seriously.
Feels like Brian is going to cry off the side here. He's like... Brian's getting flashbacks to people like throwing up and like having heart attacks at his restaurant. He's like... We take food safety very seriously, sure, dude. Honestly, how many times a day do you think at a Waffle House does someone like drop something on the floor and they like look around and they like put it back up on the plate?
If no one's looking, 5 a day. At random Waffle Houses, somebody drops a pancake on the floor and just picks it back up.
Yeah. Oh, drop my cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, I was tearing off a slice at the corner of the top and it fell on the floor, but 5-second rule.
Just like a house has a foundation with 4 corners, our Waffle House way of service and production is also built on the 4 corners of food safety.
Good personal hygiene.
Good personal hygiene.
Yeah, you must bathe.
You gotta bathe and be sure to wash your hands.
If you come in and it seems like you've been stench maxing for more than 4 days, we can't let you have a job. You're going to have to go in the back and take a sponge bath. You get 1 warning.
Hands, and if you do end up smoking meth or crack, wash your hands when you come back, please.
Controlling time and temperature, preventing cross-contamination, and cleaning and sanitizing.
I went to a Waffle House one time. We were all laughing, and he like, oh, you know, whatever. And then we noticed the guy at the grill was like, it was really busy in there. It was like probably like 11 at night. Not a lot of people working. And the guy working the grill was like going really fast. He was sweating profusely, and we noticed that his sweat was like dripping all over the shit. He was like flinging the stuff. I mean, like the fucking sweat was going down the hash browns and stuff, and we all just like went outside, and my friend was like, whoa, and like made himself throw up.
That was me at Papa Murphy's. I was on a come down on acid, and I was still a little high, but I was just sweating over the pizzas. Just training new hires.
Ew.
Coming down from acid, working at a pizza place. Just going, okay, yeah, you gotta, all right, so you gotta, you gotta roll the dough, and then, and it's just dripping. And the sauce and the cheese. Okay, I gotta go. And then he just fucking run and jump out of the window.
Did you still wrap them up and sell them?
Yeah.
You sick Good God.
For women who prefer the Waffle House headscarf, or for those who prefer the visor, a hairnet must be worn underneath. Men with short hair can also wear the traditional Waffle House paper hat.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear a hairnet at a Waffle House ever.
There's a video of Waffle House employees like cleaning their hair in like a pot that they cook in.
And she was washing her hair in it?
Yeah, and a guy noticed because he's like, his friend started gagging and he pulled out like a long string of hair.
This table isn't ready yet to seat the next customers. It has to be sanitized.
The amount of times I've sat at a dirty table at Waffle House because they just haven't come and gotten the plates have always been funny. Like, let me clear that out for you. And they like grab the shit and they just like wipe it once, like, what do you want? Can I get a Sprite? Yeah. Like, walk off. I'm like, we're in for a beautiful ride, aren't we?
I hope you've enjoyed our presentation on the 4 cornerstones of food safety. Food safety is an important part of a great customer experience.
Listen, I have never worked at a Waffle House, but I can tell you that I have not seen any of those displays. It seems like it's a little grody, if I'm being honest. We know how to receive orders. We know how to cook them safely and cleanly. Now, let's prepare ourselves to deal with the clientele that comes in. You know, you're not going to get the most favorable clientele, but you have to deal with them anyways.
They sell hamburgers at Waffle House?
Oh, this music right here is so sick. This makes Waffle House feel like a very magical place. Also, the older aesthetic, like back then, and like a VHS kind of feel, fits way better than all these new clean-cut videos, dude.
Hello and welcome to Waffle House. And welcome to the position we call the door core.
It's so crazy to me that, like, instead of just being like, as a manager, you have to orientate people, they're like, just play the fucking video. Have them sit down and play the video. They'll be fine. You're just like sitting in the back. Welcome to the door core.
If you're energetic.
Do you think every Waffle House follows that weird ketchup packet guide, though? I feel like the majority of them probably just tell you to do whatever the fuck you like. Just give them the fucking order.
Possesses that ability to think on your feet. In all your life, people have always said that you're the friendliest person they've ever met and that you really know how to make people feel at home. Then you're our kind of person.
What if there's a guy who's like, no one has ever said that to me? Also, I'm supposed to think on my feet. Am I answering a door and saying hello to people? Goodbye. Hello. Oh, which one was it? Sit anywhere you like. Oh, God.
Being a team member in a door core is more than just a smile and a quick hello. As you'll see in this video, you have to be a juggler, a smooth talker, an Olympic sprinter.
A juggler, a smooth talker, and you need to know how to commit a couple of war crimes.
Disabled guy. He's like, I don't think I have what it takes to fill this position.
I think a professional appearance is vital at the door. I'm talking about neat, clean, well-groomed, enthusiastic, great attitude.
They had to have gotten rid of this position.
Hello, welcome to Waffle House. Hi. How are y'all doing today? Fine, thank you. Good. It'll be just a minute before you...
Never had I've been to Waffle House like 5 times. I've never had a dorm. I've always walked in and they've just been like, yeah, sit down. I've also only gone at like night.
Table's ready. So why don't you help yourself to a cup of coffee over at the coffee bar?
Thank you.
Okay.
Because, like, behind him, there's a sea of open tables. Your table's not ready yet. Why don't you go ahead and help yourself to some coffee over the coffee bar? I'd be like, nah, just stand. I don't want any coffee. All right, well, no one's ever neglected the coffee bar before.
Well, now we're at an impasse. So I guess you're just going to stand here for the next, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, 20 seconds, maybe 5, 10, 20 minutes.
Okay, well, no one's ever not gotten coffee before at the coffee bar. Could I interest you in the bathrooms? Sir, do you have to relieve yourself? What? No, I just want to have breakfast. Okay, well, that table isn't quite ready yet. So this is my space, and I can't have you standing here. So I'm going to have to really encourage you to sit down at the coffee bar.
Somebody told me when I first started to think of Waffle House like I would my home. That helped a lot because I pride myself on being a good host.
All right, welcome to Waffle House. Take your shoes off. What? What do you mean? Take your shoes off. The floor is disgusting. They told me to treat it like it's my house. Take your fucking shoes off, okay? I don't want you tracking mud in here. All right, leave him at the door. Leave him at the door. I'll take him. He grabs the shoes. They're sitting by the coffee bar. They turn around. The host is just fucking smelling this guy's shoes. Just
Out of the back of our house, and it is what we like to know as a drug den. I used to be what they called a coke mule, where I would put drugs inside of me and have to cross the border.
And I wouldn't dream of friends dropping in, even for a few minutes, without having them sit a bit, offering them something to drink and something good to eat.
This is so Southern coded. I was just like, it's just that good old boy hospitality. I wouldn't dare have someone come into my house without offering to sit down, pouring them a drink, maybe lighting them a cigarette, and then talking politics, immediately talking politics.
Excuse me, here comes another customer. Hello, welcome to Waffle House.
It's so funny. Excuse me a second. Here comes another customer. Welcome to Waffle House. The guy just comes in with a gun and shoots him like 3 times.
Hello, welcome to Waffle House.
Oh my God.
The people at the coffee bar.
Oh, fuck. He's like coughing up blood. The tables aren't ready yet. Have a seat at the coffee bar. Oh.
Or screaming in horror. The guy puts 4 bags of Welch's grape jam on his plate. Everyone who works there is illiterate and a mute, and no one can talk to each other. So people are throwing slices of cheese on plates. Guy's like, give me everything out of the register.
They open the register. It's just fucking mayo packets and shit. They start signaling. They're like, where do we keep the money? Where's the money at?
Mayo pack. He puts a mayo pack and a piece of Texas toast on the cash register. The guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna kill you. They need to have a training video on how to, if there's an armed robbery. These poor bastards only know how to communicate scrambled eggs and fucking steak. They're gonna be so when someone comes in. So let's say somebody comes in with a 12-gauge shotgun.
It'll be just a minute before your table's ready, so if you'd like a cup of coffee, help yourself over at the coffee bar.
Thank you.
Hey, Brad, we're really gonna have you stop sending people to the coffee bar, okay? Because
the coffee bar's getting a little full now, Brad. The coffee bar only fits 6 people.
We have regular black coffee and decaf. When there's 20 people over there and only 3 of them want coffee, it makes it very congested. He's like, Stephanie, I'm gonna do my job the way that I was taught to do it, and you need to focus on yourself. So why don't you and the other illiterates start stacking cheese and grape packs and you let me do me. I had the idea of like someone also just standing there all day and like they open the door for you. I understand that it's like, once again, it's hospitality. It's like, hey, come on in. But to me,
it's an unneeded job. It is a waste of pay. It's like in New Jersey how we have people pump our gas. Like, I'm not going to complain about it, but at the same time, it's not a job that needs to be a job. You could do it yourself in as quick of time as somebody else.
I'm like, I don't want to be pressured immediately. I just want to like, I almost prefer when I walk into a place and they're like, hey, just take a seat wherever you want. I prefer that. I don't like the idea of a guy forcing me to go to the coffee bar. Because I'm a sheep too. So the guy's like, we're not ready for you yet. And you will have a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. I'm not even a big coffee guy, but I'd probably be like, oh, okay. I just sit down. I guess, can I have a coffee? God, all these fits are great too, dude. This is definitely a 90s video. It has to be.
It's your job to convince each and every customer that it's a short wait, maybe just a cup of coffee away, and speed up the
Yeah, there's no way they still do this same exact fucking method here.
whole process by having them know what item on the menu they want by the time they're seated.
I like how the coffee bar is them sitting in 2 small chairs by the window. So go ahead and sit over here awkwardly and look at our menu. It's like, what else do they have besides scrambled eggs and bacon and toast? You're gonna really want to peruse around and navigate your way through this complex but delicious menu.
And you always have to keep your eye on that door. No matter how many customers we have, we don't want any getting away.
Always got to keep an eye on that door. Tommy, we've been closed for 2 hours, man. We got to leave. The chef comes around back with like a plate full of like tomatoes and cheese and stuff, and he's like, Planet of the Apes type shit. They all talk with sign language in there.
When I've made sure that all customers are happy, I'll wipe down a table and seat that needs it, or maybe even get a table ready for busing. I'm busing. Helping each other helps keep everybody happy. Plus, it gives us the opportunity to serve more customers.
Man, I kind of yearn for these times too, where these like simple positions had such a dedicated video to it. Because now people would be like, hey, just greet people when you come in and just tell them like it's only going to take a second. It would be that casual now, but back then they're just like, you are the glue that is holding this operation.
Trying to make you feel better about your job.
By the time you leave your shift, people are going to start calling you Elmer because you're the glue that holds this place together. So now you're not to greet people, but how do you know that you're not discriminating against your fellow employees? You need to have a strong work environment.
Kim, pick up. Kim, pick up. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now?
God damn, dude. It was like 1 second. Kim, pick up. Kim. Oh my God. He like starts complaining. The girl, like the woman's already walking over like, dude, I was grabbing it. God damn. I don't know if she can't hear me. She can ignore me. She's a dumb bitch. I'm going to slap her around. I'm going to hit her. I'm going to hit her.
I can't even look how slow she's walking. Oh my goodness, my hip. Oh, when's my birthday? Oh, I can't see you.
Oh, look how slow she's walking. Ah, my hip. I'm old. I'm so fucking old. Fuck you, Kim.
I wish they wouldn't talk about me like that.
The lighting they have too, it's like a somber, almost like she's dead. I wish they wouldn't talk about me like that. Well, guess what, you old rickety bitch? You're a waste of space. Just die already.
Even though I'm older than them, I can still do my job.
I'm just as good as those other young whippersnappers. Yeah, I might not be able to see well, or walk well, or talk well, or take orders.
No, you can't. You're a waste of space. You're a waste of life, old prick. You stupid old bitch. Just die already. You're a burden. You're a burden on your family. You know those people who, when you're like, oh, I hope they come visit me, it's a burden every time they have to do it. The kids don't want to come. All the smiles you see when they visit you, they're fake. They're all fake. Because we want to make sure that grandma feels good in her later years. Just roll over and die.
Oh, hey, man. Hey, Danny, take a look at
God.
that. Someone like you would appreciate it.
I don't think that's funny.
Are they playing like
Hey, Don, come look at this. Isn't this funny? Just like a gaping asshole. Isn't this funny? I don't think that's funny at all. What do you mean? He zooms in. Look. That's hilarious.
I don't think that's funny.
Are they playing like Fiesta music in the back? I don't think it's funny. Come on, man. Well, you're Mexican. You must love this music.
Oh, come on. I thought you people had a sense of humor. Don't take it seriously. It's just a joke.
Well, you people don't have a sense of humor, dude? God. You're such a wet blanket, Diego. Jesus.
Video clips or telling jokes that make fun of a person's race or national origin is unacceptable behavior at Waffle House.
Here at Waffle House, if we find out that you make fun of anybody for their age, sex, or religion, you have to do what we call the gridiron system, where we clamp your hand in a waffle maker for 4.5 seconds and brand you as a piece of shit, but you earn your spot back to work here. That'd actually be kind of sick. You have to put it in there and it's like you're marked, but it's like, well, you paid your due, so all is fair now.
I think there's like a 3-mark system.
Yeah, they mark both your hands, and then the last one is they fucking the spatula that's all hot, they get it red hot and they put it in between your mouth like that and they give you like a Joker smile.
Hey, what's up with James and the beard? They told me I had to shave my beard to get this job.
I don't know why he gets such special treatment. I think it's because he's a Sikh. I don't like those people.
Me neither.
Right next to him, too.
Yeah, why does James get to have a beard? I don't know. That's because he's a Sikh. God. Yeah, I don't like those people. I wish I could grow out my beard so I could get some pussy here at Waffle House. People, I look a lot better with a beard.
I hate working with Gary. He takes so many breaks.
Yeah, I think he's got like diabetes or something like that, but that's a likely excuse if you ask me.
Why don't we steal his insulin and see if he really dies? Why don't we take his medication and see if something happens during this 8-hour shift?
Yeah, Gary's like a fat fucking, I don't know, his like blood sugar's all wacko. I fucking hate that fat piece of shit.
Gary, man, why do you take so many breaks when we work?
I just have to check my blood sugar. Why? What's wrong?
You taking so many breaks means we have to cover for you.
My diabetes is my business. If I have to take a few extra breaks, I don't see what the big deal is.
Honestly, I'd get on the diabetes hate train. Dude, if your fucking diabetes is acting up that much, why don't you go work somewhere else, dude? People are fucking like fighting in here and stuff. I gotta check my blood levels. I'll be like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, whenever a fight breaks out, Gary needs to go check his blood pressure. The second people come in that he doesn't want to serve, oh, I think I'm gonna faint.
You're dead, dude.
I work just as hard as everybody else.
Red Octane presents Guitar Hero meets a movie comedy. Write it
I work just as hard as everybody else for a fraction of the time. I love all these scenarios, dude. It'd be so fun to act in one of these.
It'd be fun to come up with one too.
What's it say? Yeah, what if there was a guy like this Indian dude with a beard and the other guys are jealous of him? They're like, perfect, write that down. Yeah, what if a guy has like diabetes and everyone's fucking pissed that they have to pick up his work? Yeah, I hate that shit. Yeah, go ahead and put that in there too. I like to think that all these people are just like, yeah, I hate that. You can put that one in there.
I'd like someone like us to cook my food for me. I don't want him touching any of my food. I want you to do it.
Sir, I'm sorry. Bo's the grill operator this morning, and he will be cooking your food. If that's not okay with you, I'm going to have to ask you to eat somewhere else.
I feel like a more appropriate response is you could just be like, what are you talking about? What fucking year do you think this is? You know, like, I'd be like, dude, go fuck yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'd be rude, dude. If I was a fucking waiter and a black guy was the chef and some fucking old white fart was just like, I need you to cook my food, I'd say, dickhead, you want me to cook your food? You're going to get fucking salmonella. The fuck you mean you want me to cook your fucking food? Dude, it's 2024.
Self leave. Well, yeah, get out of here. I mean, how obnoxious is that? I just want to see.
Yeah, I feel like most businesses would just tell you to leave.
Customer discrimination, real quick.
It's the same scenario as just customers.
Yeah. Why the hell does that guy keep going to the bathroom? I have to check my blood levels.
Wow, I've been here like 5 minutes. Are you kidding me? No one's even come over to greet me. I know they see me.
Wow, I've been here 5 minutes. No one's even greeted me? Okay, well, I guess I'll just sit here forever then.
What you just saw shows how a customer can...
I walked by. There was no doorman. There was nobody even there to hold the door open for me and tell me there was a coffee bar while I wait for my seat.
And feel like he was discriminated against. Waffle House does not discriminate against any customer for any reason.
I definitely feel like Corey looks like the kind of guy to discriminate against somebody. If I'm being Corey's just like, what you see here is a lie. That is a liar, folks. We don't ever discriminate. That's just the end of the video.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi. Is everything okay with the food?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can I get some more Diet Coke, please?
A loud-ass soda machine.
Here.
No ice.
I will let you know right now, I have gotten that treatment before. Never taken it personally. Not that I think it's acceptable, but I think it's funny when it's like, if a Waffle House person said here and they slammed it, I'd be like, what a bitch. But at the same time, I'd be like, I mean, they're probably a pretty long day up here, if I'm being honest.
These eggs are running. Can they be cooked again?
And my waffle is burnt. Can I get a new one?
Yes, we have to cook these again. People like that get on my nerves. All they want is free food, and they are so rude. I wish they would just go eat somewhere else.
This is Waffle House, not Taco House.
That felt out of pocket even for a trading video. Looking right at him. This is Waffle House, not Taco House. Comprende, senor? Muy bien. Hola. Yeah, I'll cook your goddamn...
We don't serve quesadillas. Me llamo.
And waffle again, you son of a bitch. And then last but not least, the most important of all these training videos is the harassment videos. Roll it.
Hey Mike, hey, thanks for sending me this video.
Dude, yeah, ain't it some wild stuff?
Yeah, that's some pretty wild stuff, all right.
What do you think the video was? What if it was cake farts? Person sitting on cakes farting? That's some wild stuff, man. We should send this to somebody.
Oh, hey, let's send it to Joanne.
Dude, yes, get it.
Dude, yes, get it. It's just Tourette's guy. It's a Tourette's guy compilation. That Badger song you sent me last night was...
Oh my god, that used to be in my fucking head all day, dude.
So funny.
What in the... This is horrible. Why would John send me something so disgusting?
All right, it's definitely one man, one jar.
I was gonna say beheadings.
Yeah, it's beheading. Yo, how do they get the camera quality so good in those, huh?
Hey Becky, how's it going?
I'm fine, thanks.
God damn.
It's like actually just sexual assault.
God damn. Hey, Becky, how you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Can you excuse me, please?
Excuse me.
I definitely feel like this is something that they turn an eye to, because I feel like I see this kind of shit all the time in restaurants. Multiple restaurants are just being like, you play him. You acting up.
You smell really good. What's that perfume you're wearing? It smells really sexy.
Smells really sexy.
How much do you think they paid the Waffle House workers to fucking film these videos, dude? I would not be doing this shit for free.
See your perfume. It's Tag body spray. Yeah, no wonder you smell like a teenage boy.
You know, I love looking at you. You're such a hot body. Let's go out sometime. What do you like to do?
Sorry, but you're not my type.
Oh, come on, gorgeous. Why don't you give me a try?
What part of no don't you understand?
Look, when I see something that I want, I usually don't stop until I get it.
God damn, being that thirsty at a Waffle House at like 8 a.m. God damn, girl.
6 in the morning, the sun just rose.
How bad? She's going to Walmart afterwards, like Axe body spray. Tss. That's her. That's her. Oh, shit.
I wish Pam would stop hitting on me and just do her job. When I say no, I mean no.
You cannot have the actor in the background doing this the entire time. You're down that bad at your shift?
Unwelcome sexual comments or advances to an associate in an unwelcome manner is forbidden.
What if Vika was like, that was kind of hot?
Do they really need to make a training video for that, though? Like a fucking full-length 10-minute video?
Two girls talking about Axe body spray and getting it on is kind of sexy. I mean, what's the big deal? I mean, can people not just get along? Cut it off. Cut the recording. Cut the recording. More of the story is Waffle House is an anomaly. It's a dangerous place. The amount of videos online of people fighting and doing all kinds of dangerous shit is appalling. But I will say it's a beacon of the American dream. Dare I say it's probably one of my favorite restaurants of all time. Nowhere.
It is a good-ass fucking restaurant. Like Waffle House, Tate, oh my god. Well, I mean, just any breakfast place in general is fucking amazing. That was a W-ass video, though. I really enjoyed that. Donut Mom, another terrible TikTok mother.
Alexandria Sobel, better known as Donut Mom, would gain that title in 2023 when she would go viral for feeding her 1-year-old nothing but a couple of donuts and some applesauce for breakfast.
Donuts and applesauce for breakfast? Have you guys ever had, like, just shit food for breakfast? When I was a kid, there would be once a month, my mom would let me eat, like, you know, muffins or something, and that would be like my only breakfast. Bro, do you guys remember Little Bites? That just fucking brought back a memory for me. Wow. That just brought back a fucking memory. Do you guys still eat these? God, I haven't had these in so long. Little Bites. You get like 5 in a pack. Dude, you would sometimes get, like, I remember the brownie ones were the best. There would be like a rare occasion where you would get one more than you were supposed to. And there would be a rare occasion where you would get one less. And that was like, that showed how your day was going. Oh my God, dude, they're so good. They're so good. Little Bites. They had the blueberry ones, the confetti cake. Oh, that would be like the snack time special. Plate my 1-year-old's breakfast with me. You opening the fucking, like, why are we filming this? Why are we filming this? For money? Plate my 1-year-old's breakfast with me. You're just taking donuts out of a bag and putting them on a plate. What the fuck am I watching? And why is she moving so slow? She's just staring at the camera. You would do the same if you had kids? No, I wouldn't be feeding them donuts for breakfast. Bro, what am I watching right now? Why is she mushing him up? What is she fucking doing? Yeah. And the look at the camera like, ta-da. Like you just showed me a fucking magic trick. You just got Mott's applesauce and fucking 3 cut up donuts.
This post would spark fierce criticism from the wider internet, especially after discovering more of her content. The more you watch, the more you be.
Bro, I've seen her do. I feel like I showed one of her videos to chat like a month ago, bro. And she was making some gruel. It was disgusting. Like, and it was like, dude, so many people go to her and they're like, you know, she's like a single mom, or I don't know if she's a single mom, but she's a mom. She's trying to prep food for her family, you know, give her a break. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But most shit meals that you could prepare health-wise have the same prep time as something that's not unhealthy.
Begin to realize just how bad things
Every meal, bro, you got to start. No, he'll probably show some of the meals.
are. There are heaps of clothes and junk around the house, bits of rotten food and slop scattered around the kitchen, and of course, the various insects that come with that. People were also critical of Alex's attitude. They felt that she couldn't care less about her children's meals, and it's pretty easy to see how they thought that.
Bro, why is she filming this? Like, genuinely. Plate lunch for my 8 and 5-year-old with me. But like, why, what type of content consumption, who the fuck's watching this? It's satire? No, I think she wants money from it, and she knows that it's like, it does rage bait her audience. But I don't think it's satire in the sense that, I mean, bro, I feel like she's probably eating like shit and feeding her kids like shit. I mean...
videos, she is a self-described lazy mom, cooking for the undeserving.
Oh, see, like, what the fuck is this? You're not mixing in, we're not mixing in. This is just like, you're a terrible cook. I don't know if this is laziness or just like, bro, 2 packets of, is that 2 packets of beef and then turkey? And now you're just dousing it in ketchup. Bro, this is disgusting. Like,
She said, so, you're so silly.
And, bro, you know what really shows it? How fucking dirty this stovetop is. Like, no cleanliness. Bro, wipe it down. What are we fucking doing? No gloves either. I mean, dude, if I'm meal prepping for myself, I don't think that's the problem. I don't think her not having gloves is an issue. If I'm meal prepping for myself and I have to, like, mince up stuff or, like, mix up chicken, I'll just wash my hands, you know? Wash your hands before. Like, you're not at a restaurant. It's different.
Bella, bring it to the whole pack. Bella. Oh, I was talking to Brooklyn for a second.
I'm recording.
Oh, I got.
I'm recording my TikTok. I'm recording. Hold up. I'm making a video of our dinner. Wow.
People were also extremely critical of the amount that she was feeding her children, along with some of the stuff they were being fed. Alex has posted many videos returning home with stacks on stacks of pizzas or bags full of Mexican food.
Bro, a vivid memory I have is we used to have, dude, and it's real. If your kid's fat, it's the parent's fault. I've said that a million times. I'll say it a million more. But a vivid memory I have is when I was in elementary school. We had like pizza Fridays, and each kid had to order before. It wasn't like, it was different than going in line and just like grabbing however many slices you wanted. You had to like predetermine how much you wanted. Like your parents had to pay for the pizza prior. And so I would always get I would get like a slice or two. There would be this one kid that was in kindergarten, and he was like morbidly obese. Like I'm in my brain, I'm remembering what this kid looked like, and he was so big. And he would get like 4 slices of pizza, And I remember my gym teacher would, because he had to get the 4 slices because she paid, he would run around and he would go in multiple pizza boxes and find the 4 smallest slices to give to this kid. And I was like, wow, he's trying to he's trying to mend the situation better. Like when I saw, looking back at that, I'm like, damn, that gym teacher was a good guy. You know, like he was trying to fucking help that kid out.
Kids don't get pizza very often, so.
I mean, this is the second one I've seen in the video. Plate for my 7 and 5-year-old with me as a
Figured
single
I'd do a
mom.
fun treat and give them some pizza. Give them a break from all the home cooking.
I mean, bro, the home cooking's also fucking terrible for you. You're making just potatoes and beef. Like, where's vegetables?
I also always have to make sure they have fresh fruit.
That's not fresh fruit. That's literally sugar. That's sugar fruit in a cup. What? Fresh fruit? Fresh fruit is like you go to the fucking grocery store and buy, bro, you're literally unboxing like shelf-stable fruit cups that you could wait 5 years to eat them.
Times a day. It's just important to me.
Bro. Like, I eat those, but that's like a snack. That's not, I'm getting my daily servings of fruit from that.
I give them some farm fresh oranges.
Farm fresh oranges? She's got to be rage baiting, bro. There's no farm. I'm giving them some farm fresh oranges. Are you serious?
That's their food. 7-year-old, 5-year-old. Okay.
What is that? What is that? Was that ice cream? Pizza and ice cream? Fucking Dr. Pepper root beer floats? We're getting fucking Dr. Pepper floats every night? Ah, damn. This is dinner? 2 pieces of pizza, fruit cup, and then ice cream and soda. This is dinner?
But I don't have a drink, right?
I'm working on it, baby.
Oh my God.
I know y'all are gonna come for me, but...
Well, no, I will say, when I was a kid, I ate ice cream a lot. I remember, like, middle school, high school, too. Not even just when I was, like, a kid in elementary school. I used to eat probably, like, 3 fucking scoops of ice cream every night.
They're having water, too. I just thought they've never really had one of these, and this would be a fun treat, so...
I think if you're doing this once a week, that's not bad. Can I have that take? I think if this is like, hey, it's Sunday, you know, like, oh, we're going to make, this is going to be like our son, like once a week's whatever. But the way she talks about it, where she's like, I always make sure they have their fresh fruit, makes me feel like this is like a regular day. Like this is not Friday night. Yeah, this isn't a Friday night where you're like going to Applebee's or something and you get a fucking dessert.
Dr. Pepper float. But they will also have a cup of water with ice.
With ice.
So, there's their dinner. Have a good night. That was their first time having a float of any sort, and they liked them. But that's definitely not an all-the-time thing because they're not super into sweets. So, have a good night.
Alex likes to claim that these are isolated events, that them getting pizza or fast food isn't a regular thing, but there are an unbelievable amount of
I mean, that's just like Thanksgiving meals, but it's like canned green beans.
videos where she does this, and clearly states in her text that this is for her 3 kids.
Kids don't get pizza very often.
5-minute dinner.
Look at this perfect pizza.
It's burnt.
Pizza. Perfectly crispy and gooey. Kids don't get pizza very often. We got pizza.
Well, I'm sorry, bro. I just think it's because she's unhealthy as fuck. Like, I think her kids eat like shit because she eats like shit. Your kids basically eat what you eat as they age. You know, once your kid's not like 5, I mean, even if their kid's 5, they just eat like smaller portions of what you eat a lot of the time. When they're a real infant, you know, they're eating baby food and other stuff, but like they effectively just eat what you eat. Like, what, you're not going to meal prep multiple different things. They just eat the stuff you eat in smaller portions. Maybe fractionally different things because kids are picky, but... Bro, they got fucking... I'm sorry, man. You got 4 boxes of fucking pizza?
And that's what we got for dinner. Love you guys.
Kids don't get pizza very often.
Got Mexican food. My son got steak tacos.
Dude, your fucking 6-year-old kid's eating all of that?
So, 8-year-old's plate, because I'm not wasting a plate. Why would I do that? I also got him a side of rice. And he put
a side of rice?
Salsa on his taco, so I'm going to give him the salsa that came with the chips. We got chips, a side of rice and beans for me, a side of rice and beans for someone, second bag secured. Probably goes with my boyfriend's because I don't eat that. This is my boyfriend's.
Hey, why are you making that?
This is mine. Cheese dip. That might actually be my, that's,
Brooklyn.
I think this is my 5-year-old's taco. I think this is my 6-year-old's taco. I'm all over the place today.
And then there is the absolutely vile state of the kitchen stove. Alex seems to have a big problem with cleaning, especially when it comes to the dishes or the stove. She'll clean every once in a while, but it's usually after...
Bro, what is that? What is that? Is that like a jar of mayonnaise? No. It's too liquidy.
After a lot of criticism. Also after the kitchen had just gotten completely filthy, maybe even worse than Nova's.
Alfredo. Lazy dinner with a tired mom of 3. Are they always just a lazy dinner? And I understand she's a single mom, bro. I was raised by a single mom that had a fucking balance working like 50, 60 hours a fucking week and raising me, you know? And I'm not, every meal I had wasn't great, but better than this, you know? I would eat, there would be a lot of the time, like most vegetables I ate were like canned. If I'm being, if I'm like really thinking about it. So it was just, you know, less time consuming. Like most of the I would eat canned peas, canned green beans, like a lot. But I would still eat like portions that I needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't overeating. I was still getting fruit, vegetables, meat. Like it wasn't just we're going to eat chicken tenders for dinner every night. Like, my thing is, bro, if you ain't ready to, like, realize you're gonna cook for all, like, don't have a kid, you know?
What? Oh! Yeah.
I also gotta say, I just know this shit tastes fucking terrible. She's seasoning it as it's being cooked. You're supposed to, like, marinate or season things prior to cooking them. I don't think it's bad to throw, like, a little extra, like, while you're cooking. Especially if you're doing, like, some sort of, like, you know, soups or whatever. You gotta fucking, you know, put it seasoned to taste. But if I'm, like, making food, I'm seasoning it before I fucking cook it.
Sandy, lollipop.
There's no love in this food? Bro, there's no love. There's no care. It's not dude, the fucking bottom half is unseasoned. She's not mixing it. She's just dousing the fucking chicken with seasoning on top of it and then just leaving it.
Uh-huh.
Was that 2 sticks of butter?
Not right now, baby.
What is she making? It's like mash.
Honestly, this isn't even the worst of it. In a recent photo that Alex posted, there were so many dishes in the picture that people have begun to speculate that instead of washing dishes, she has been buying new ones and calling them
No, like just leaving them there.
clean. It's just a theory, but there are an abnormal amount of dishes in that home. And sometimes they look like they're covered in maggots. A hot topic of discussion amongst Donut Mom detractors is the maggot fork, a photo of a fork which many have assumed to be covered in maggots. Once again, something that can't be confirmed, but the state of that kitchen is absolutely
Or like, bro, it's even as simple as just like buying the right, like, bro, get protein pasta. You know what I mean? Get like whole grain pasta, not this bullshit that's fucking, you know, a million ingredients, bad for you. Just straight up carbs and fats. That costs money. Bro, you realize like whole grain pasta in general, the difference between pasta prices is minimal. Like for dried, shelf-stable pasta. Bro, what is she making? Oh. Fortnite soup. Like, just the way that I'm seeing it is, dude, that was all canned stuff. Could have probably bought, you're still cooking, could have probably bought fresh shit for around the same price.
Yeah. They're by the front.
More ground beef. Dude, this is literally gruel. This is what I was talking about. Like, none of this... I have not seen one thing that looks appetizing outside of takeout.
That gas stove of hers also really concerns me. It seems like she always cranks it up to the highest setting possible.
Oh my god, yeah, fucking high heat, just singeing anything she cooks.
And sometimes there's a lot of food that's fallen down by the burner. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but whenever I watch her cook around that flame, it makes me nervous. Now, I've talked so far about a lot of Donut Mom's bad habits, but one thing I haven't talked much about is her past. And I gotta say, it is nothing short of extremely interesting, and was something that I really didn't expect when researching this video. You may have noticed in the clips that I've shown you so far, Donut Mom has used quite a few different kitchens, and that's because in the last couple of years, Donut Mom has lived in quite a few situations. You wouldn't be able to tell by her TikToks, but things behind the scenes are extremely complicated, and it all stems from her numerous romantic relationships. Alex has 2 kids with Taylor, who is her first baby daddy and someone that we will discuss more later. It seems that a couple years after having their second child, the couple would break things off, and Alex would find herself in a relationship with another man named James, very quickly becoming baby daddy number 2, the father of Alex's youngest child. And this is where things kind of take an unexpected turn. Soon after the birth of their first child together, they would open their relationship, becoming a
oh my god, like a throuple
when a woman named Dana would move in. You can even see Dana in some of her old TikToks, helping her plate food for the kids.
Put that back. Put that back. It's Brooke Bella's plate.
Please keep your hands out of the
Apples.
I want a whole one.
You're getting slices.
But you know,
I don't know, man. I just feel like obviously you want the parent to have some level of like romantic relationship and like fulfillment themselves. But if you're just bouncing around in relationships, like that affects your kids. You know, if you have you had 2 kids with somebody, you have another kid with somebody else, I'm not judging there, but like if you just keep moving boyfriend to boyfriend to boyfriend to baby dad, like now your kids are just basically like nobles, or not nobles. What is it called when you move around a lot? Nomads. That's what it is.
The pink one. Cup.
I know, baby. And we're out of milk. They're having milk. I'll let my girlfriend show you. Here you go, bub.
I want pink.
Here you go, Buck.
Dude, they all also look unhappy all the time. And I know they might be dealing with their own shit, but I'm like, God damn, dude, this is just like depressing. Like, she's never smiling. She's never smiling. This woman's also never smiling. They always just look like they had the worst day ever.
What do you say? My girlfriend cut my chicken up for me because she loves me.
For a while, this was Alex's life until her and James broke up. Fun fact, James and Dana, the other woman, are still together, and from what I've heard,
I still respect her having custody of these kids and trying to be there as a mom, but like, I feel like she's potentially being like too forgiving in the way that she's raising them. Food-wise, I don't know how she raises them as a mom. I'm not saying that she's a bad mom, but I'm saying she's being a little lazy on the food area, you know? And she openly says that, and that I think it's good that she recognizes that, but I'm like, dude, you got to feed your kids well. Like, if they grow up eating like shit, they're always going to eat like shit.
Alex would spend a brief time living with her ex in the home until eventually moving back in with her first baby daddy, Taylor, eventually rekindling their relationship. Now let's talk about Taylor a little more. Personally, I have not been getting very good vibes, even before I heard about some of the grosser stuff that he was getting up to. Taylor has been seen on Alex's lives carrying a firearm around the house for no discernible reason. Alex has
just walking around with a gun.
Also said in the past that the children are afraid of him and that there might be a degree of violence involved. Alex has also accused Taylor of an absolutely disgusting act. When she, James, and Dana were still all together, Taylor would occasionally come over to visit, and during one of these visits, Alex would exit her room to find Taylor standing in front of it, completely nude, shaking hands with the milkman. Here is a clip of Alex herself talking about the event.
Okay, so, no, that's not true 100%. Taylor did go in front of our exit door, but there was no way the kids could have seen it because they were all asleep. This was at like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. Was it 1 o'clock in the morning? And so, no, the kids could not have seen it. No, Taylor did not want to join in the relationship. He wasn't interested in Dana. That does sound familiar because they both told me that Taylor was interested in Dana. But Taylor didn't even like Dana and told me not to do the throuple and that I would regret it.
Something to keep in mind here is the timeline.
I just think the idea, I'm never going to judge anybody also that wants to be in a open relationship, but I think the idea of being in a throuple is always a bad idea. Because you're mitigating the potentiality to love one person equally as the other, right? There's always going to be somebody left out in every situation. You can't, all three of you, share 33%, 33%, 33%. Like, there's going to be moments where you pivot more, and then I feel like that causes problems, no? I don't know. I just think even if you that I'm not saying jealousy. It's more so just like how people mend together. Like if you're in a throuple, I feel like most times I've heard about people in throuples, one person gets dropped. The other two usually stay together, or they don't, or they all split. And then you also have kids, and then it's just confusing for them because they don't know, you know, who they listen to authoritatively wise.
Because she willingly took Taylor back after this. Yeah, I gotta say, when I started researching a lady called the Donut Mom, I didn't expect things to get that crazy. To make that particular situation even worse, the kids were inside of the room when Taylor was doing that disgusting shit. It's divine intervention that Alex was the one that found him, and not one of his kids or soon-to-be stepchild. Overall, it's just a terrible environment. Despite rekindling the relationship, Alex seems to truly hate Taylor. When she moved back in with him, there was a notable increase in slop cooking, and I think part of the reason was because she knew Taylor also had to eat it.
Wait, what? So she would purposefully make bad food so he would eat it? What the fuck do you mean? What is that? What is that? Is that like frozen meat? Bro, it's always, dude, it's always ground shit. How often are you eating ground beef? God damn. It's always like minced stuff. Or canned, yeah. I will say oven cooking's the easiest cooking. It's like the laziest shit you could do. Usually. Depends what type of thing you're cooking in the oven. But when or air frying, I'm not saying it's bad necessarily, but like, I love sauteed vegetables. I hate sauteing vegetables. It's so much easier. Yeah, microwave, bro, but you're not cooking shit in a microwave. Like, you're heating it up. The easiest shit's just like, lay it out on a fucking sheet, season it, throw it in the oven for 25 minutes, and then and then it's cooked. Takes longer time-wise, actually, but you're doing less work.
Hold on, baby. You're welcome.
Bro, would this not, like, do y'all's sinks look like that? Like, this would stress me out. The sink is full. Like, actually full. If I see a few plates in my sink, I'm like, I need to put these in the dishwasher. I'm either hand washing them, I gotta put them in the dishwasher. This like, bothers me. This is what the sink looks like when you go on an Airbnb trip with, like, that's the only time I ain't give a fuck. And even then, it stresses me out, and I'll clean it. If I'm at, like, an Airbnb with, like, 8 of my friends, it's 8 people in one fucking house, and you're all just fucking throwing your shit wherever. That's when it looks like that. You wash your plates after every meal? No. But I'll rinse them off, and then I put them in the dishwasher. I probably run my dishwasher, like, twice a week. I mean, bro, like, the fact that we're just, like, squeegeeing fucking liquid into a big cup right now.
Yummy. I don't know if I recorded it, but I had corn.
And then that, too, bro. That's an entire stick of butter.
But sometimes it also seems like she genuinely dislikes her kids. When they talk to her during videos or live streams,
Yeah, every time we've seen this video, she's like, 1 minute. I'm recording 1 minute.
She could not be less interested, usually acting annoyed. Posts like this are proof. There she is, cooking her horrific meal, saying that her kid doesn't deserve it. To be honest, they probably don't.
Dinner for my girls because my son didn't deserve it tonight as a mama of 3.
Don't, but not in the way that she means. No person should have to eat food like this. I mean, I'm no nutritionist, but it seems like a lot of food to be giving a kid.
It's not even, dude, it's not even the nutritionist sense of like, this is unhealthy. It's unhealthy and it looks gross. And it's bad food.
They're all varying ages and all seem to get the same amount of grub, which still feels like too much even for the 7-year-old. There have also been rumors floating around of one of Alex's children being taken to the hospital, potentially being diabetic, which it seems like Alex might be. I'm not even joking when I say I've seen her be in the middle of cooking a meal, give herself an injection, then go right back to cooking. I keep saying it, but I believe it. It's a truly awful environment. Not just for Alex's children, but for her pets. Alex also has a bunch of pets. 1 dog.
Oh my God.
And a couple of rabbits.
I never understand that. It's like, dude, it's not even just her. There's so many people that are like, yeah, man, I'm so tired. I'm lazy. I have to take care of this. I'm like, dude, you're sitting there cooking your kid's shit, and then you get you have 5 dogs. You have 5 dogs, multiple cats, birds. What are we doing? Why do we just keep adding on? That has to be genuinely a diagnosable personality-based thing where you just you literally can't fucking take care of the tasks you already have, and you just keep giving yourself more. It's like hoarding. It's like hoarding alive things where you're just it's like laziness. We saw that. You remember that one body cam video we saw? I'm not relating her to that, but that one body cam video we saw where it was that woman that had 25 dogs. I'm like, what are we fucking doing? You can't take care of them after 10. You just can't, let me get another. That'll help.
She will just let the rabbits free roam and poop everywhere.
Oh my God. The long-awaited house tour. There's just poop on the ground. Dude, you know this house smells like shit. When I adopted, not Daisy, when I adopted the dog I had prior, I remember I was a kid. We got her from the fucking grossest house you've ever seen. It wasn't from an adoption center. It was from some woman that, raises animals and, sells them, and they return the dog that they originally bought because they didn't want it anymore. And we ended up picking it from, some local woman. And we walked inside, and bro, there was just shit on the floor. Not shit meaning stuff, shit like poop. I'm like, this is gross.
Same principles of free roaming.
You're just not cleaning it up.
With her dog. And that has had even worse consequences. One of her more infamous TikToks took place when she was outside with her dog. The dog had no leash on, would run into the road, and be hit by a car. Thankfully
Wait, what?
Thankfully surviving. But Alex has openly stated that she never used a leash before. She didn't see the need. The dog is really small, so it's honestly a miracle that it lived. Her bunnies free roam, her dog free roams, and apparently, sometimes the kids do too.
I literally, like I said, I will only go 5 minutes up the street and leave my 7-year-old for 5 minutes if I'm going just to the gas station for milk or something. But
I mean, why not just take him?
Still bring my 2-year-old and I still bring my 5-year-old because...
at what age can you be home alone for, a few hours? Damn, dude. I can't... I always used to have to go to my grandparents. I remember that. I feel like when you're, 11... Yeah, if you're, 11 years old, maybe 10... I think you could be, your mom could reasonably be I will be back in an hour. Don't die. That at that time, but before then, a 7-year-old, I don't know. I remember, I feel like there was a time where when I was in 4th grade where I was home alone for an hour or two. How old are you in 4th grade? like 9.
The way that she treats them is very unusual for someone trying to build a brand off of family content. And this is most of what she puts out, cooking videos, along with promoting things from her TikTok shop. Recently, one has caught the eye of many people watching her, an exercise device unlike anything I've ever seen.
I mean, bro, there's no fucking way. She's promoting this, or she's saying she's using this to try and get in shape. What are we fucking doing? It's just like a hula hoop. Bro, what is that glare? Do you see what I mean? She's always like staring off at something. Like, what is she looking at?
Between this and the horrendous...
So do you think she's a stay-at-home mom? Like, I mean, I don't know. But I feel like if she's trying to, like, film all these videos to make money and then also, like, promo TikTok shop products...
meals, it's no wonder that she went viral on TikTok.
Oh, she said she is?
Surprisingly enough, Eastern European viewers especially get this. I don't know exactly what languages these are being spoken in the comments, but I assume that this says nothing.
Wait, the majority of her audience is in English?
Good. And it's not just them, it's most people. Alex does have a very dedicated fan.
And you know all the European people in the comments are like, this is an average American. Like, I am so serious. You know all the people from fucking, like, France and Germany and shit that are seeing this is like, yeah, this is the norm.
To me, it seems like Alex is extremely unhappy. She rarely smiles and cooks with contempt instead of love. This attitude
I mean, she just doused that in oil.
Understand towards her spouse, Taylor, who has done some pretty awful things.
No, you know, I bet she's fucking gone through a lot, and I feel bad for her in that sense. But, I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta separate yourself in that situation.
But I don't understand it towards her children. They've done absolutely nothing to deserve this. And from what I've been able to gather, the state has become involved before and found nothing wrong with the home. But that sadly says a lot. That conditions like this are quite common. As depressing as it is, there are thousands of donut moms out there, but what sets Alex apart is that she has decided...
Bro, I remember I love pocket watching what people buy at the grocery store. It's like a hobby of mine. So when I'm grocery shopping, I'll like look at what other people have. Just out of curiosity, I'm like, what are you buying? Yeah, when I go to the grocery store, I'll look at what people are buying, and there was this one time I went, and this mom had... dead ass 25 of the same TV dinners, like, stacked up. They were all these like semi-health food based TV dinners, and she just looked fucking depressed. Like, she was checking out, and it was just like, dude, they literally just like the whole fucking grocery cart was just full of the same meal.
To broadcast it all to the internet. For how much longer, I don't know. Occasionally she will go private, but quickly return. She also claims that this is her only form of income, so...
Oh my god, I forgot about that. You remember this person that said they were like the reincarnation of Adolf Hitler?
She doesn't really have an incentive to stop. For now, she seems content making her cooking.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like she has to be doing... maybe she does act more upset for, like, the money and I guess, like, the grabbing factor. But her saying fresh fruit and then bringing out a fruit cocktail tells me everything I need to know. No, yeah, that literally encompasses the entire video. This screams literal room temperature IQ. I need a shower. Sloth-like being. Oh, my God. These YouTube comments are brutal. Not only movement, speed, dexterity, voice, language, all of it. I've never heard somebody say sloth-like being. God damn, dude. The way she lazily flops down everything she handles is absolutely repulsive on a personal level. I don't think I could be around somebody like that. A dog has better manual dexterity. Yeah, bro, she was like fucking spilling everything. Coke with ice cream for a 7 and 5-year-old. They're being on Zoomies. They'll be getting the zoomies sooner and diabetes later on. Imagine thinking plastic cups full of the lowest quality fruit that they're legally allowed to sell you suspended in sugar water is farm fresh. Dude, when she said farm fresh oranges, that was like cringe-worthy. Farm fresh oranges. And it was fucking straight up. It was actually just straight up fucking just like that shit you'd get at like a school lunch. All right, next video.
Is officially locked in. I'm introducing a new segment to the videos, everyone. When I get officially dialed in, my pancreas has been seasoned, my organs, my stomach, everything inside of my body is saying, Eric, please, for the love of God, stop eating. That is when I get locked in.
Side note, I really have always wanted to get a Burger King crown, so I was really excited when...
You do not want a Burger King crown. The Burger King crown has been tainted ever since that fateful day.
First bite of Burger King was delicious, but with this much in front of me,
I need to make some adjustments to my setup I got going on here because it's just not working.
I had a feeling things were gonna go downhill fast. After applying an unnecessary amount of ranch to this burger, I finished it off and made my way to the nuggets next. My sauce of choice was the legendary sweet and sour. It was good, but flavor fatigue was starting to hit. And when that happens, it's never a good thing.
What you guys gotta do when you're in moments like this where flavor fatigue is hitting, you gotta go bam, and then boom, and then back to bam.
Sweet and sour and ranch, obviously a goated combo. After spending the next few minutes eating those, it was finally time for the fries.
Exercise. I thought you meant extra fries.
Do you think those products that are like those mom joke extra fries or extra thighs? I thought you said extra fries or whatever the fuck. Extra size? That stupid shit, those Minion jokes. Do you think any of those actually make money? I think any Amazon product that's like just some stupid dad joke or like a Minion joke that's like related to Despicable Me in any sort, I think maybe they get like 5 sales. They're made on order, on demand. They don't have back roll of these. They're not pre-making these. They just get, they commission them and they probably make like fucking $5 per one. We Drinks hitting it is. I'm stuttering.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a work of art. The legendary Hershey's pie from Burger King.
Woo! The Burger King meal was finished, and with that much food in me, the only thing I could think of doing next was...
afternoon snack and dinner.
Ugh. Time to go grocery shopping.
Right about now is when I started feeling all those calories catch up with me. Even these smaller items...
Never had a zebra cake? They're fucking fire frozen. If you ever buy any like Hostess flavored things like Twinkies or zebra cakes, when you freeze them and then just eat them straight out of the freezer is when they're the best.
I finished off the M&Ms, but the next item for sure wasn't going to be good for my digestive system.
An entire cheesecake.
Peanut M&Ms.
I feel like this would be comical at this point, dude. I feel like his vibes have gotten better because now this is just his life. Day 5 in, yeah, I gotta eat an entire cheesecake right now.
I like to live dangerously, everybody. We have a cheesecake right here.
I gotta say, I was...
Oh, that's a small cheesecake.
Pretty surprised when I took my first bite of this cheesecake.
That's not bad for a Walmart cheesecake.
But things quickly took a turn for the worse.
Oh, man.
Each bite of cheesecake felt like a literal brick was going into my stomach. But with midnight fast approaching and more food after this, I was almost at the finish line. I just had to keep pushing.
Cheesecake is down. I wish I could say that today is over, but unfortunately it is not.
Bro, his body has to hate him so much. I always think about whether or not some of my organs are ever like, not even conscious, but you know, they send signals back to you. Like, his whole body's like, fuck you, dude.
Besides, what harm could yet another food item that scratches the roof of my mouth do? Yeah, it turns out the bacon on this pizza was a little bit too crispy. At this point, I wasn't sure if my mouth would ever fully recover from this challenge.
I love that crust, though. Maybe a little more burnt. That's not really... Actually, that looks stuffed. What's the best style of pizza, chat? A thin fucking New York style slice, like a Brooklyn pizza slice with like some borderline burnt bread.
The bacon is crunchy and the roof of my mouth is still raw.
Shortly after this, I realized I'd forgotten to bring an item to the table.
Get the frozen burritos out of the microwave.
This is the last thing my body.
Ew, was that wet?
That was a bean and cheese burrito. Just telling you all right now. After happily eating the first burrito, and eventually the second, it was time for a little taste test. Time for an official Pizza Hut Ranch taste test. Oh, no. At this point, I knew the only way I was going to be able to finish these breadsticks was with my own sauce. I gotta say right now.
Oh, it's his sauce. I kept thinking, why is he bringing up the wow sauce? I'm like, this guy must love, like, imagine he was doing it with ketchup. I'd be like, this guy fucking loves ketchup. He just keeps bringing up the fucking wow sauce.
Oh my goodness. I could not get any worse than this. Actually, it could, and it was going to. Oh, my stomach isn't there anymore.
Oh my God, is he going to throw up? I see, now that would be entertainment too. As bad as it is to say.
But I was able to finish the other half of this pizza. Unfortunately, though, I wasn't quite done yet. I'm so full right now. Because only a few minutes after I finished this meal, Ricky texted me Kenneth's midnight snack. With time slowly ticking away, I headed back to Walmart for what felt like the 100th time. I feel like my stomach is gonna file a restraining order against me if I keep eating like this. But after grabbing my items, I realized that my fullness wasn't gonna be the only issue here.
Oh my God, is it gonna be like a whole loaf of peanut butter and jellies?
Just my luck.
He just starts eating in the line. He fucking cracks open the peanut butter jar before he even buys it. Just starts fucking making the sandwiches there.
But this final meal was going to come down to the wire. After giving my stomach as much rest as possible, it was finally go time. I'm so full right now. With 10 minutes left, I got into the Ben & Jerry's, which is where I faced my first enemy. A few more spoonfuls later, I was already halfway through the pint. And then finally, I was able to finish it off. The Ben & Jerry's is done. With a little over 6 minutes left, I had 2 PB&J sandwiches to finish. Oh, I hate you, Ricky. So much. This point was move around to try and help digest some of the food.
My body's saying yes, but my mind is saying no.
With less than 2 minutes left and only a quarter of the sandwich remaining,
a little over a minute left,
I knew this was going to be close. I stuffed the second to last bite into my mouth and checked the clock once again.
Woo! Mouth is clean. I'm gonna need to lay down for a little bit.
I felt confident I was going to end this challenge with a W. Little did I know, I was going to need every second I could get.
Oh, we've made it to day 6.
Since Ricky said there's 5 diets, that means I have 1 more to go. Oh, I'm gonna go find out who's up next, unfortunately. The next name in the binder, Donna Simpson, someone who actually set out to become the world's heaviest woman. Donna's meal plan was so outrageous that it not only made national headlines, it made all the meal plans I'd eaten this week look like appetizers. And unfortunately for me,
5 pounds of mashed potatoes. Yep, it's over. What does that even look like? He has to make 3 full boxes of mashed potatoes.
Dude, that's gonna make me down to potatoes.
Really? Hey, at least this is like the softest meal of the week. Not only were the potatoes super soft,
but so bland, dude.
They were
This would be worse than anything.
Perfect food to start the day off.
Actually, I don't know. Would you rather eat like this 5-pound bowl of like unseasoned mashed potatoes or just 7 fucking bean burritos jumbo from Taco Bell? Like, say they're the equivalent amount of food. I think it would be more enjoyable at the start to eat the good tasting thing, but after a bit, it might actually be better to just eat the same bland food because it's not going to taste worse. Is it missing the wow sauce?
I needed something to bump up the flavor.
Where's the wow sauce?
So I decorated them with some fat-free cheese. This feels like the first challenge of the week that the roof of my mouth actually approves of. But even though this meal felt like a win, the victory was short-lived because of what showed up on my lock screen next.
5 loaves of bread. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm throwing in the towel at minute 4 of the fucking video. What do you mean? I'm halfway through eating 5 pounds of mashed potatoes. You go, yeah, Eric, sorry. You got to eat fucking 5 loaves of bread.
Looks like I gotta go shopping again. I headed back to the store to buy some bread. 5 loaves was a lot, but it was still pretty manageable. Little did I know, this was only the beginning.
You know, a lot of people have watched these videos I make for many years now, and they always ask me, Eric, do you ever think you'll give up carbs? And I always say the same thing, over my bread body.
After my incredibly hilarious joke, I got back to work on the mashed potatoes. I'll never look at mashed potatoes.
Those do look like good bread loaves, though. I thought he was gonna get like Wonder Bread.
It was the same after this.
I was able to finish them off.
Well, the mashed potatoes are done.
But I still had bread left to eat.
Mo butter, mo better.
After eating the bread and butter like a civilized human being, I decided to take a little bit of the outside out and make my own butter pocket. From the way I saw it, I was
Bro, he's eating a whole stick of butter too.
so close to finishing this challenge.
3 loaves remaining.
But I was in for quite the surprise.
No more butter. Well, at least not that kind of butter.
I searched the pantry for something
Freak out the wow sauce, Eric! Freak out the wow!
to help me take down the rest of this bread.
Bring it out! Oh.
My mouth is so annihilated.
Even the top of the sourdough bread was bothering my mouth. Little did I know,
Just soak it in that gallon of wow sauce.
that was about to become the least of my worries.
Oh man, this bread is filling me up.
I hoped that making some classic PB&Js was going to get me to the finish line, but I was starting to hit the wall, which meant I had to think of something fast.
I dedicate this entire meal to all the gluten-free people watching, because I wish I were you right now.
I don't like to do it because honestly it's pretty disgusting, but dunking bread in water softens it up and makes it way easier to eat.
Final loaf.
I don't think it's disgusting. I've dunked like a hot dog bun in water.
A few minutes later, I finally conquered the bread boss and made it to the end.
It just
Or so I
collapses
thought.
really easily. Oh,
They didn't say it had to be pretty. It just had to be done. I always come out on top. Always.
an entire turkey.
You've got to be kidding me.
And 5 pounds of stuffing. Bro, he's just gonna give up.
At this point, I could barely think straight anymore, but it was off to the grocery store once again. I had absolutely no idea, but sheer ridiculousness was about to unfold in front of me.
It's just gonna be a Thanksgiving dinner.
I said the word dude in the span of 15 minutes more times than I'd ever said in my entire life. Not only was this an expensive grocery trip, but I now had an entire feast to prepare. So I got to work and spent the next few hours cooking. I decided that since I had one more day left to complete the challenge, I'd be going all in tomorrow. But before I did, there was one big question on my mind.
Honestly, I feel like I'm full enough to be at the weight goal, so it's time to see if I'm actually at the weight goal.
213. I hadn't seen that number in years. And
He's gained 28 pounds.
I had a feeling it wasn't just my stomach that was going to be tested.
I feel like I just cooked enough food to feed an entire football team.
Out of thousands of food challenges, this was the biggest meal I'd ever been in.
What, 3 whole chickens or those mini turkeys?
In front of. Looking over the massive spread of food across the table, I decided to tackle the thing I disliked the most, the stuffing. I made quick work of the stuffing and started diving into the ham. But only a few short minutes later, I fell back into a food coma once again.
My stomach isn't there anymore. It's just pain.
After a break, I was back at it a few hours later. The entire challenge had come to this.
A few hours later, so it's just sitting out. So he just goes and takes a nap, comes back, it's fucking cold, and he's like, yeah, let me break off a fucking turkey leg.
I was determined to finish this meal by any means necessary. But each bite was becoming harder and harder to eat. As I continued on, one big question started to form in my mind.
Oh, this is miserable.
How could anyone eat this much food in a day?
Ugh.
So when I came back to the table an hour later, I found out the answer to that question for myself. And to say I was shocked would be an understatement.
Simpson high-calorie diet.
When I first saw the title of the article, I was pretty skeptical.
30,000 calorie Christmas feast.
And then I saw this.
In 1-2 hour sitting. That's just, I don't think you can competitively eat an entire 30,000 calorie Thanksgiving meal in 2 hours.
2 hours sitting? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England.
Either Donna was the best professional eater in the world, or that article mistakenly put 2 hours instead of 2 months. Either way, I felt defeated. I'd made it to the final
So he just started munching down on a Thanksgiving meal for no reason.
boss in the craziest challenge I'd ever attempted. But ultimately, Ricky was right. This really was the challenge I couldn't finish. But in my eyes,
And he ate the worst thing first. He ate 5 pounds of stuffing and he said, I hate this.
there was just one last thing I had to do.
Weighing time, baby.
I started
He's probably gonna have gained like 35 pounds.
this week at 184 pounds, and as I stepped on the scale, I weighed in at 218 pounds.
Oh my God.
It's the heaviest I've been in my entire life. When I first started this challenge, I expected I'd feel those old thoughts of insecurity again if I came close to even hitting this number. But in this moment, I felt okay. And in a weird way, being over that 215 number didn't bring up those old feelings that I expected it to. What I gained this week wasn't just weight, it was perspective. And I wasn't the only one who changed. Donna ended up losing over 100 pounds and decided to prioritize being a mom. And Kenneth also lost over 100 pounds after appearing on Half Ton Dad. Samantha Mason lost over
Okay, bro, but like he needs to, for him to lose enough, okay, maybe on that, and then he needs to lose more. But that guy weighed 1,000 pounds.
Over 320 pounds and continues to share aspects of
I'm not shitting on the progress, right? I think losing any amount of weight if you're overweight is great. But I'm saying, like, there's a level that you would need to lose to become, like, functional.
Weight loss journey on social media. Paul, he lost over 650 pounds and had one of the most dramatic weight loss transformations ever recorded. And Barry Austin, the man once called Britain's heaviest, eventually lost over 300 pounds. They lost weight, but they found something greater: power over their own stories. And while I may not have finished the challenge, ultimately I gained something much more meaningful: peace with who I've become. And if 15-year-old me could—
Just a hungry guy, smiley face. Wow. Didn't take me long to realize the reason he uploads once every 3 to 6 months is because that's how long it takes for him to get back in shape. Nah, that's... Really? You think that's why he does that? I think he preps, and it's also just a lot of... Like, that's a long video, man. Even if he did do that in 7 days. Next. I know I'm late. Oh my God. It took a while to set this shit up, by the way. For the fucking people wondering. My mic stand's definitely gonna fucking break today. Chat. I know I'm late. Why does it look like I'm late? Oh my God. Maybe because I had to fucking set up 25 different fucking boxes of Pop-Tarts. And I was trying to make it not fall over for the start of the stream. It still looks like shit. So, who cares? I didn't know. Okay. I didn't do my intro. Let me do my... Hello, everybody flooding in. How's everybody doing? That's fantastic. Sunday. Everybody knows. Blah, blah, blah. The rest. Hello. Well, as you can see, we have a metric ass ton of Pop-Tarts sitting in front of me. Approximately, I think, 26 boxes. One didn't come in the mail, and I couldn't order 3. But for the fucking sake of clickbait, I'm going to say I'm trying every Pop-Tart. Because I'm trying 98% of Pop-Tarts that exist. And I think that's fair enough for me to be able to lie and say I'm trying all of them. So, we're going to be reviewing every Pop-Tart. This is not a new idea. Good Mythical Morning did this like 5 years ago. Guess what? I'm not Good Mythical Morning. I'm Joe Bart, and I want to review fucking Pop-Tarts. People have asked me to do it, and I want to do it, so we're gonna do it. And there's new flavors since they fucking last did it themselves, and there's ones that don't exist anymore from the time that they did those. We have a lot of them. As you can see, you might recognize some as we go through them. The general plan: I have a 4-pronged toaster. We're going to toast them 4 at a time. I'm going to get them all off the table, obviously, but I just wanted to be able to show you guys all of these. Some of them aren't even in frame. Anyways, we're going to toast them. You have to toast a Pop-Tart. You don't toast a Pop-Tart, you're not trying a Pop-Tart in the way that you need to try fucking Pop-Tart. So, we're going to toast all of them, but that's very inefficient if I, toast them one by one. So I'm going to unbox 4, toast all 4. We're going to talk to each other. We're going to pop them out. And then while we're reviewing the 4 that are toasted, we're going to toast 4 more. Does that sound good? High IQ, nobody cares. Mods, murder that guy. Ban him. Let me move all of these down and then we'll start. Let me start off by saying, whoever the fuck handled these Pop-Tarts, you're a bitch. Look at this box. I hear it. I'm telling you, none of these are intact. None of them. It's fucking breaking open. Whoever the fuck handled these Pop-Tarts, you're on crack. Anyways, I had to order the majority of them online. A lot of the people are going to go, why didn't you go in person? Because they don't have fucking banana cream Pop-Tarts at your local grocery store because nobody fucking buys them. So instead, I had to order all of them online. And, I just got to say this. And I know it's going to piss some people off, but we're going to rip it off like a fucking Band-Aid. The one that didn't come in that I ordered, not the 3 that I couldn't order, the one that I ordered that didn't come in, quite possibly one of the most popular ones, the cinnamon. The cinnamon one, you know what I'm talking about. The goated one, probably the best one. And for that, we're already going to default give it a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect fucking score because that one's amazing. It's the one that didn't come in. Shocking. I would say, because that one's the one that people buy the most. How the fuck did that not come in? I ordered these 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. What the fuck? I will say the one thing about brown sugar cinnamon that I have to say is sometimes when you bite into it, it tastes like off, like a weird, like almost pasta-y taste, and I'm not a fan of that. But the majority of the time you eat them, they taste pretty good. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 just because we don't have it. Rip in the chat for the fucking brown sugar cinnamon. We do have unfrosted brown sugar cinnamon. I just got to say, you know, it's not going to live up to it, but we do have the unfrosted version, but that's ass. Let's start it out. I have to pick what 4 do we want to start with? We have like 20, 28. We're going to start with this. First one, I'll show them when I'm done picking. We're going to do some basic ones first and then get into the weird flavors you've probably never heard of. Starting out, I think we have to kind of get a baseline on what's good here. We're going to be rating them 1 to 10 as per usual, but we kind of need a baseline on what's good here. So I think the best one to start out with, correct me if I'm wrong, frosted strawberry. I think frosted strawberry, if you are a fan of Pop-Tarts, would you consider that the OG flavor? I don't actually know what the first flavor of Pop-Tart is, but I think that most people would consider like strawberry to be the original flavor, or like the one that you've probably had frosted in your life. So then we'll have a little competitor to it. Frosted raspberry. Which one is the OG actually, chat? What's the one that we all ate when we were kids? I think it was strawberry, right? Not raspberry. I don't know if I've ever had raspberry. I haven't had the majority of these. I think most people usually stick to like, you find one Pop-Tart that you're a fan of, and you know, most people don't really eat Pop-Tarts all the fucking time. I probably have a Pop-Tart every 6 months, but you find one you like, then you stick with it. For me, that's s'mores. And when we get to that one, you know, I think there will be some bias that plays into it, but, you know, I'll try to be honest or fair in my decision making. This one's broken. Thank fuck there's 2 in each. Okay, we're doing frosted strawberry, frosted raspberry, banana bread. Frosted banana bread. And then the last one of the first 4, frosted cinnamon roll. This one sounds really good. Also, to be noted, I should probably check. Some of these are expired. I don't want to say they're discontinued. I bought them from like sketchy online sellers. Yeah, a lot of them I could get on like Amazon and like Walmart online and everything. But some of the see, I tried to get all of them. I went on Pop-Tart's official website and I started looking at like, you know, where I could buy them, because they have their own like website and it shows you, hey, like this is where you could buy all the Pop-Tarts. And so I was like, oh, awesome. You know, I'll just go on this. And some of them, it just says sorry, unavailable on everything. Some, it just has like one seller that's like on Amazon, but it's not Pop-Tart's official website. It is like some random guy that like fucking like basically drop ships Pop-Tarts. And so I bought them from him. He had a whole store too. I think his name was Mark. And he had probably, you know, 35 different not 35. He had like 10 different Pop-Tart flavors that I couldn't find anywhere else. So shout out to him, but he doesn't know how to fucking package his shit because half of them are broken. Oh, you should try them non-toasted as well. Should we? I was thinking about doing non-toasted and toasted, but when are you ever eating a non-toasted Pop-Tart? I do. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do a non-toasted rating. Can we separate the ratings, though? Because I truly believe that an untoasted Pop-Tart is always worse. Always. But, you know, maybe that'll change. Okay, I'll wait. Let me re-grab these. I threw them over here. Don't judge me. There's only beer cans in here. It's a waste of food. I'm not going to open that other packet. Okay. Well, now we have 4 different ones that are separated. I know which one's which, though. Hold up. Sip of water. Cleanse the palate. Starting off. Untoasted strawberry frosted. Frosted strawberry. Cross section. Not really gooey. Not a lot of filling here. I do have to say, big fan of Pop-Tarts. This shit, can I cut this off? The side pieces are actually fucking disgusting. I hate them. If there's no frosting, it's like, I love the crust on a pizza. The crust on a Pop-Tart is actually gross. Like, it's not, it's actually fucking gross. I don't think I should do that big of a bite. I have to try, you know, technically now like 50 bites of a Pop-Tart. Oh. They're done. Oh, fuck. I'll let them cool off. Untoasted frosted strawberries, like a solid 5. Like, there's nothing special about it. It's just like, it's like a sweet strawberry pasty filling. It's a 5. It's mid. I'm not saying like, okay, here's how my scale's gonna work. 10 is fucking the best thing that I've ever had. Okay? 1, appallingly gross. I would never eat it. A 5 to me is like, okay, I'll rate it. Nah, I gotta rate it a 5. Because a 5 is like, I'm never eating this unless I'm actually starving. You know when you're at like the airport and it's 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning, you gotta wake up at 3 to make it to your flight. You never ate breakfast and like none of the fucking food places are open. And so you're just like scouring the convenience store for food. And you're just like, what's something like breakfast that I could eat right now? And you see a Pop-Tart. And it's an untoasted strawberry Pop-Tart. That's why it's a 5, is because I'm never going to choose to eat an untoasted strawberry Pop-Tart. Honestly, I'm probably not going to choose the strawberry one in general. It is just the tried and true. Then we'll do toasted, because I have to compare them evenly. So toasted strawberry is next. That's this one. Fucking scalding hot. Oh my God. A lot more goopy though. I like my Pop-Tarts goopy. Let's give it a try. Frosted, toasted. Surprisingly less flavorful. I know. More sweet near the end because I feel like the jelly or whatever they put in as the filling is, you know, kind of shining through a little more near the back half. A lot better. It's just sad eating an untoasted Pop-Tart. But like eating an untoasted toaster strudel. Shit's gross. Toasted, it's a 6. I'm sorry. It's not good. It's not the best flavor. Pop-Tart, you make a lot better things than fucking strawberry frosted. Fuck you. You're that mad about it? I've never seen somebody say their favorite Pop-Tart is the original strawberry. It's the one everybody's introduced to first, but it's not that good. Raspberry frosted. Untoasted. Oh. Oh my God. No, this might be the OG. Are you sure? Oh my God. Untoasted 8. I just really like raspberry. And so, you know, it's gonna fend for my palate a little bit more. I'm actually gonna guess that I would rather have that untoasted. Because it reminded me of an Uncrustable. And a raspberry Uncrustable frozen solid like a fucking hockey puck. Put it in my hand and that's how I want to eat it. I'm not waiting for that shit to thaw out. I'm going to bite into it like it's a fucking ice cube. That's what I want. Cold Uncrustables. It reminded me of that. And so that's why I think it being warm is probably going to be slightly off-putting for me. Here we go. I take back everything I said. 8.5. It's goopy. Everybody likes a goopy Pop-Tart. Good. Very good. Very enjoyable. That sounds nasty. What, goopy? You don't like that word? Now, I just want some chatter consensus here. Does that look like mold? No, they're not expired. Maybe that's just what it looks like. I don't know. This is, cinnamon roll. I think it's just the filling. I think the filling looks like a brownish green. Oh, dude, it looks like fucking poop. On the inside. Get some zoom in there. It smells bad. It smells weird. Like, actually bad. I think this was left outside for a little too long. It has a very weird aftertaste that's like telling me like it's unsafe to eat. I'm still gonna eat it. The forefront flavor, oh, okay, maybe the toasted one might have killed the bacteria because this one looks better. It looks a little lazy though. Like at the factory, the machine broke slightly while they were trying to fucking like put this one together. The inside just tastes basically like the direct center of a cinnamon roll, so they kind of landed that flavor. A 100 times better toasted. Untoasted 4, off-putting. Toasted, I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. Pretty good.